Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I'm doing kind of like a surprise pop-up video. I know I said I was going to do this over the weekend, but I don't know what's going on with Netflix and Love is Blind, but Netflix, y'all need to learn times and dates because if you're going to say the Love is Blind reunion is coming out on Wednesday, and I go to Netflix on today, which is Wednesday, and you say, oh, it's being released at 2 a.m. Central Time, that's not Wednesday. That's Thursday. So you all know me and Ebby do Love is Blind on Wednesdays, and we were going to watch it today during the day and do our review tonight, and that didn't happen. So me and Ebby will be here tomorrow night. We're going to review the Love is Blind reunion tomorrow night. And we're also going to talk about the Oscars fashion. So that's why I have an open night, because Netflix doesn't understand days and times. So I said, well, since I'm free, I mean, I could have just chilled, but I was like, y'all want to talk about the challenge tonight? And y'all said, yeah. So here we are. So this is just a first reaction of the rumored cast for season 40. Now, look, we're going to get into it. And before I say anything, the link is in the chat. If you would like to come up and speak about the rumored cast, we're not going in too deep. We're just kind of talking about the different eras. Whatever. I saw it, Andrew. Thank you. It was actually Andrew's information that I used to gather the pictures for these slides. Now, I ain't see no T. I just saw the rumored cast. You might have forgot to send me the T. Send it to me again, because I ain't see that. But I did use Andrew's list for the rumored cast, because you know how they'll do. Some of these people might have dropped. They might slide an alternate in. They already have a mystery person on the list. I can't imagine who that mystery person would be. But we're going to talk about it. And again, if you want, you don't have to come on camera, but if you want to give your 2 cents, the link is in the chat. Please come up. As long as you're respectful, you can stay up. No one has been disrespectful on my channel, and I appreciate that. Any other announcements before we get started? I can't think of anything. It has been a very stressful week at work, so I do have me a little cocktail tonight. So I can't, I am refreshing myself. So I have a little bit of something. And it's good. Okay. Let's jump right into it. You saw a preview. Okay, yeah, I got it there, Andrew. I saw a preview today of Cara and Cam arguing. That has to be from All Stars 4. Tell me where you saw it, Zuda, and I'm willing to go take a look at it. I don't want Cara and Cam arguing because they work so well together. Was that Cara working with Cam? Yeah, they worked so well together the last time. Look, Cam and Leroy got 2 mouths to feed. They ain't got time to be working on Cara's comeback. They trying to get this check. So I ain't mad at Cam for doing what she got to do for her family. Playtime is over. This is family money right here. Anyway, let's jump right into it. I think it was just a friend fight, though. It probably was. It probably was. Let me pull my slides together so we could talk about this. Do a full slideshow. Now, I call this my renaissance because I refuse to call it eras. I probably have come around. I don't want to unbrand the title of the show, but I'm kind of over eras. So for right now, it's gonna be the renaissance over here. Okay, who we got? Is it Jamika? Hold on, Jamika. Hold on. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. It's been a while. I know you tried to come up one time for traders, but I want to apologize to you personally. I didn't want to be mean, but that was just for somebody in particular. It wasn't.
I wasn't reading the chat, and then when I saw the chat, it was for that one person, and I exited off.
Okay. So let's just jump right into it. Now, I'm calling it the Renaissance. I'm assuming that I'm petty for this. I know. I am petty for this. um Off the top, I'm hoping that since they're doing these 4 sections of the cast, that it's kind of like a team game where they have to play within these 4 teams because it is 40 people. I'm hoping for a couple of purges. It's too many people. But I asked for 40 people. MTV gave me 40 people.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping at some point in the game they break off and it turns into an individual game. But I hope they have to start off playing in these teams. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I would like it if instead of like wanting them to pick, either TJ picks, like, draws names out of a hat and picks the random teams, or they pick like names out, like pick colors out of a hat or whatever, and then they know that it's their team.
Right. I don't want them to pick teams. I want them to stay in they Renaissance act, because that's what I'm calling it for right
Yeah.
now. They have to stay in they act. I don't want them switching up until later on in the game and then it just becomes an individual.
Didn't they say like something about the winning team has to pick one person from the losing team to go in, or any other team?
I didn't read that far into it. I gotta do some more digging. All I saw was the eras, and I was kind of over that, and I just saw the rumored cast list.
I kind of like Renaissance better than Error's name.
I do
Honestly.
too. I do too. Yes, Andrew, I'm going off of the tea that you sent me. Again, this is a rumored cast list. I'm not saying this official. These are the rumors, but
I
as it is, I like the cast. Like,
Yeah.
I hope they don't switch it. I
I
hope
like-
this is official, but
I kind of have a feeling some of the rumor cast is true, because I saw Nicole Z's Instagram post kind of thing, and she was hanging out with Derek C, Tina, Veronica, basically all of them.
well, that's because they over there on the All Stars, and I don't care nothing about. I mean, I'm here for All Stars, but when we talking about season 40, I don't care nothing about Nicole Z over there.
Me neither. Me neither.
Dabu said 40 is too damn many people. It is too many people, but I did say, when they did Dirty 30, they brought in 30. So I said, if they're going to do season 40, bring in 40, but we're going to have a lot of purges and things like that. So they're going to get the people up and out the house.
I feel like this will be a great season with the cast. A lot of like arguments and drama, and I think it would be great.
They have the entertaining, I don't want to say historical because they are, I don't want them to sound old, but like they have the old school cast members who know how to make a show. So we will be entertained.
Yeah.
We will be entertained. Taj, I'm not really too mad at that. I wouldn't mind if we go in old school. I wouldn't mind a team win either. I wouldn't mind a team win.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't mind a team win. I would like for like the first maybe 3-4 episodes, I would like a team win, and then I would like individual.
No, I'm talking about if they made it teams the entire show, like back in early challenge where the team won. It wasn't individual.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't mind a team win either.
Yeah.
But we'll see how they play this out. I'm gonna come back to y'all comments. Let me put a star right here so I know where I left off.
And this is actually a surprise for me because I only know a few people on the cast. I don't know everyone, so I can't wait to see everybody in the rumor cast.
Yes, it's not a surprise anymore, but I was surprised when I looked at it this morning and saw all the names. Well, I left my piece of paper downstairs, but I think I recognize everybody by picture. Let's get into Act 1. This is seasons 1 through 10. I did not know CT.
Oh no.
Was in Act 1. I feel like CT belongs in Act 2, but I'm not historian. I'm not sure.
So by the looks of it, I liked Act 1 so far. The only person that I think is going to disadvantage Act 1, like make them fall behind and lose. I hate to say this, but Anissa. I think Anissa is gonna be the one that slows the team. Well, not like like if it's like running wise, I feel like because all of them will be fast and they're gonna have Anissa will be kind of falling behind. Anissa and CT.
I don't agree. Anissa is in shape. You might
Yeah,
have missed the live where I showed Anissa's updated picture. Anissa has been working out in the gym. Anissa is in shape, but she still is the layup of the team.
the thing of Act 1, I feel like the 3 people on here that I was most surprised, like most happy to see were Rachel, Jody, and Katie. I didn't know they were coming back.
It's a lot of all-stars for people here, but okay. You have Katie, who is also a layup of the team, and you have Tina, who is going to be a layup of the team.
Yeah.
But
well, we already know because they're best friends that Rachel and Tina are going to be working together.
Yeah, because they're going to be on All Stars 4 together. To me, it's going to be hard for Act 1 to win, even though they have CT and Rachel.
And Brad.
And Brad didn't do too well over there on the Mercenaries.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm looking for too much out of Brad. But I'm happy with the nostalgia of Act 1. Like, I'm happy to see all of these people back. Oh, we have Zuda. Hold on. Let's welcome Zuda to the stage. Hey, Zuda.
Hello.
Hey, Zuda.
Yeah.
We talking about Act 1. I was just getting ready to change. What do you think about Act 1?
Okay, so for Act 1, I agree with y'all that Anissa is definitely going to be slowing down the team. So will Tina and Katie. But everybody else on this team looks pretty stacked. But what I'm excited for with this season is we're finally going to see how people compare, like in the challenge round. Because everybody always says, oh, if you bring old school back, they're going to kick new school's ass. So it's going to be interesting to finally see how the old school players compare to the new school players.
I agree. I hope they don't have a trivia kind of game. Well, I mean, I want trivia, but where they have to pull the strings or eliminate, because if they pull the strings and the chances of them being eliminated, Jody's gonna probably lose that. I mean, if you looked at world champions, out of 10 ropes, they pulled the rope that got him eliminated 2 times in a row on the first try.
Look, I'm just hoping that they go big for this season. Like, whatever competitions that they have to do, whatever twists, eliminations, they just need to go big or go home.
Yeah.
Cancel the show.
I really want. If I had to pick 2 people in Act 1 to go into elimination together, I would like to see CT and Brad go against each other, and I would like to see Rachel and Tina go together.
To me, Rachel washes all the women here on this team. And
yeah, she works out. I mean, I follow her on Instagram and I see her posting like workout videos and stuff when everyone else is posting like party videos and she's posting like workout stuff.
Well, that's her brand. I agree with Dabu that Katie and Darrell hate the heights, so that's a disadvantage.
True.
Zuda, let me ask you something, because your brain is a little bit, you can remember more than me. Is CT a part of Act 1? I didn't think CT started in seasons 1 through 10.
Yeah, he did. He started on season 10 exactly.
Okay.
What season did Anissa start? I don't remember her on Act 1.
I think that she started on season 6 or 7.
She started before CT?
Yeah.
Yeah, her show was before CT's. I didn't know CT started before Bananas. I thought Bananas started first, so that's what
I knew Mark started I knew Mark was in Act 1 because he was the one who like basically kind of like made the show a little bit, I think.
Yeah, he's very old school. And I agree, Eric. Bring physical back. We don't want to see no puzzles.
No,
exactly.
No, because I don't want puzzles. I want physical because I want to see like how like physical people are.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, I just want y'all to know I might push through these. I'm going to try to give each slide about 15, maybe 10 minutes so we can wrap it up at the end because, you know, Survivor comes on tonight. So I want to
Yeah.
keep this to an
True.
hour.
Okay.
Okay. Up next, let's push on over to Act 2. Where does, oh, Act 2, we have Cara, Bananas, Aviv, Laurel, Kellyanne, Emily, Nehemiah, Brandon, Derek, and Ryan.
Why do the men
Too
look?
many.
I feel bad
Too
for the.
many.
I feel bad for the females on this team.
Why?
Well, because I feel like Derek and Ryan are. I feel like the only two people are strong are Nehemiah and Bananas.
Brandon, we haven't seen Brandon back yet. We can get a gauge for Brandon over on the All Stars 4. Really, that whole corner over there are all going to be on All Stars 4, so we can kind of see how they will do. I feel like I, I
I'm
don't.
surprised. I'm surprised that Emily's back.
I agree with the comment. I feel like the women are carrying Act 2, except for Aviv. I don't know nothing about Aviv and how she's going to do at this. She gives me first boot vibes, but Act 2 is kind of stacked.
I
Yeah.
agree. There's definitely some wild cards on Act 2, but it's definitely going to be an interesting team to see how they perform together because there's a lot of people who we haven't seen in a while, and there's a few people that we have seen. So it's going to be interesting to see how these personalities clash after so long.
Hey, Vontae. I agree with this comment. The women look stacked. The men are kind of, I don't know, because we don't know what Derek and Ryan do. They're usually the first one thrown in. Brandon is very far away from the show. We really don't know what he's gonna do. But I do agree that Bananas and Nehemiah are the strongest men in this act.
I
I'm
agree.
also happy this isn't a Bananas friendly team. So I feel like if
Yeah.
they do have to play in teams, Bananas isn't going to run anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Agreed.
not too much on Aviv. I'm sorry. Oh, she won fresh meat with Darrell. See, my memory bad. I didn't know that. I didn't know she won fresh meat with Darrell.
I mean,
Okay,
she was
Aviv,
irrelevant. So.
and do the damn thing. I just didn't really remember her, so I ain't know. I ain't gonna put too much on her because I don't remember. This women's side might all be stacked in because we know Kellyanne is still good. Emily should still be good.
Yeah. We obviously saw in the trailer that Cara. I don't know if it was also or not, but how do you guys think that Cara and Laurel are gonna do on this season? Do you think they're gonna get along, fight a lot?
I definitely feel like they're going to get along, seeing how they was acting on the reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, they just did a season together. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, I feel like they're over that whole petty drama. But ultimately, I feel like they might have to work together because this isn't any other season where it's just like a bunch of layups. Like you have Michelle, you have like Zara, you have like Nerys, Raven, all of them. These people are actually champions. And this is probably the most competition that Cara and Laura have had in a minute because you have people like Emily, you have people like Rachel, and people who are going to be on the next two slides that are actually competition on the women's side. So it's going to be an interesting season to see how everybody stacks up and to see if Cara can really perform with the OGs, the legends.
I agree. And I think they'll get along if they have to be on the same team. I don't see them throwing each other on the bus. I can see them wanting to keep each other to keep their team strong. But we'll see. Now we're gonna circle back around to the comments and things like that. I just want to get through all the acts, and then we're gonna talk about the show as a whole. Now, wait, let me see. This is 10. Act 3 is the one that has a mystery person. But so far in Act 3, we have Leroy, Amanda, Tori, Janae, Corey, Naya. I'm so happy to see Naya back. That's Avery, Tony, and Devin. And to me, this is the weakest act.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
This is the weakest link. I mean, Amanda, when they were doing the ladder challenge, TJ had to call her out on Spies, Lies, and Allies because the girl couldn't even climb the ladder.
Well, I mean, we know that Amanda's weak, but
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see how everybody does because this isn't the same Naya. We don't know who Avery is.
What?
Tony,
Sorry, go
he
ahead. Finish.
hasn't been on the show in a while, and we haven't seen All Stars, so we don't know how he's going to perform. And then we know that Devin sucks if it isn't a puzzle competition. And
Yeah.
Johnny,
Like
yeah,
it's gonna be puzzle heavy, and I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah.
exactly.
But I want to see something. I want to see if Naya and Avery get along because on their last season together, Naya and Avery got into a physical altercation
They
with each other.
wasn't that all the way on Real World? That was a long
Yeah, they
time.
got
Yeah,
into an
that was
altercation.
years
They
ago.
started pulling each other's hair and throwing fists at each other. So I want to see if they get along or not.
I would think so. I mean, but women, we can't hold a grudge, but Naya to me is a changed person. I don't know her personally, but I have seen through the show and her interviews that she really worked on changing that perception of her. So I don't think she's gonna come in on a rah-rah. Now I think Naya is gonna entertain and she gonna talk some smack, but I don't think she's gonna come on here and fight or anything. And people in the chat are saying they close friends now. So yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
I was
Now,
going to say that. I
she
already
said
saw a
something
picture
really
of them talking.
interesting because this is the act where there's a mystery person. They said it's some unknown man. I guess they haven't really decided on the fifth man for this team. And Koki said it could be Jordan because Jordan would fit into this act, and that would make this team a little bit stronger if Jordan was added.
I would
Yeah,
not
I
be
agree.
able to stand Jordan coming here because he would be on the same team with Tori again. And then it's going to be that tired ass storyline of how they're lovers and how they're exes and all of that shit. I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it either. I don't want another season of, I just can't. He put a ring on my finger. I can't vote for him. Girl, if you don't move on, you done slept with 50 people since then.
Exactly.
I ain't have to say all that, but
yeah, I mean, you did, because if she's going to get mad at Jordan for sleeping with people, even though you've ran through the whole entire house, then you might as well.
Every season.
Every
now,
season.
Tori, I'm going to let you live a little bit because I think you do make this team strong for the women. You're one of the strong. You and Naya going to carry this team because I don't care how many All-Stars Janae won. She's not equal to Tori or Naya to me.
Didn't Tori already sling Janae in the elimination?
She sure
did.
Lord.
But I gotta give credit to Janae in that elimination too. She did not give up. She went down with the fight, and I could see her trying in that elimination.
Yeah, she went down all right.
I mean, and she even fought Tori, which was very impressive.
Nah, Dabu, don't do that. Jay is not a part of Act 2, though. I think Jay would be in Act 4.
Sure.
Yeah, he'll be in
the new school.
And Jay, this ain't the season for Jay, because Jay, you going home first on a season like this.
I agree.
I'm not doing too much. I ain't mean to shade Janae that much. Sometimes I can't help it, and people take strays because I do like Janae. I won't give it too much. Now, if it's not Jordan, can you think of any other men that could fit into Act 3 that you want to see?
Truthfully, I can't really think of anybody.
Taj is saying Frank or Zach. I would love to see Frank have an opportunity to come back, but does Frank fit in Act 2? Because I think Frank would be more of Act 2 than Act 3.
Well, yeah, Frank would fit in Act 3.
He would, okay.
Yeah, he'll be pretty interesting to see how he comes back.
Marlon has been wanting to come back, and I wouldn't mind them giving Marlon an opportunity to come back in Act 3 either.
Well, we know it's not going to be Shane because he was on his Instagram reels talking trash about the show.
Mm-hmm. He sure was.
Yeah.
He probably mad he didn't get no invite. That's all that is. But I don't know. I wouldn't mind Marlon or Frank. I kind of agree. I don't really want to see Jordan in a season of Jordan and Tori's unlove affair. Because, I mean, they obviously don't want to be back together. So why do we have to keep hearing about it? Let's get into Act 4 real quick, and then we're going to talk about the season as a whole. Act 4, I think, is a really strong act.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But we have Norris, Josh, Michelle, Horacio, my boy Paulie. I thought KC was pregnant, but she here. Jenny, Theo, I love Theo, Olivia, and Colin. To me, this the act that's gonna be competition for Act 2.
Honestly, this might be the winning act.
I can see it. This act is stacked. Outside,
Because
I don't know what Michelle doing here.
I mean, even if Michelle is trash physically, she's still one of the people who's going to be able to like do the puzzles whenever they come. So
Norris
that's
can do
another
the
strength.
puzzle.
Yeah, I like Norris. I like that. I love Norris. I think honestly, she was the only person that I really was rooting for last season. She was the only entertaining person to me. But I feel like with Polly, Josh, Casey, Jenny, Kyland, I feel like and
Theo.
Theo, Horacio, I feel like it's gonna do good. But I would like to see another elimination with Jenny and Tori.
I would too. And Jenny, you better not throw it this time.
The one thing that I can say about this team is I don't know how the communication is going to work, because usually they go like all of these players that's right here usually go off of a leader. Like they usually have like Bananas on their team or Jordan or CT or somebody like that on their team. But it's like we've never really seen any of these people take the lead on anything. So it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to communicate.
Yeah, and obviously we know there's going to be a Big Brother alliance with Josh, Paulie, Casey, Kyland. So there's 4 right there.
There's leaders on this team. I just don't think they will respect each other. It all depends. Paulie could be a leader, but I don't know if people are going to respect Paulie. As much as I don't like her, Michelle was just leading season 39. I'm not going to take that from her. But to me, if they ever fall in the bottom, everybody here is voting Michelle or Olivia in. Norris can be a leader. Josh thinks he's a leader, but are we really respecting Josh? But I think they can have a leader here. And I'm happy if they do find a leader. It's not somebody who feels like they're entitled to be there.
Yeah.
Like Bananas.
How do you guys think Jenny would do as a leader?
Jenny and KC are furniture. I don't really expect to see
exactly.
It was so funny because I saw an Instagram post of Casey being on there. I mean, on an Instagram post, and they had every single one of the cast had pictures. And when Casey came up, put a couch and it said couch potato.
Casey said couch potato?
No. The people that the person that posted it said couch potato for Casey.
I mean, that's true.
Good for her. It's accurate.
Really expect them to carry the show. We expect them just to be good in the challenges and to win their elimination if they go in. And Jenny, I feel like Jenny, this not a good team for her. I guess she has Theo. She has one UK person there, but Jenny gonna want to be under Bananas, and Bananas isn't gonna be on her team.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's going to be pretty interesting. But truthfully enough, Casey and Jenny are the bed warmers. And I feel like everybody else on this team will be pretty interesting. Plus, also now that we've went through every act, I feel like it's going to be pretty interesting to see how the trio of Norris, Olivia, and Aneesa forms.
Yeah.
Because all of them basically had beef. Because from last season, Aneesa was the person that exposed Olivia to Norris. Now, Norris and Olivia are on the same team, and Norris can't stand Olivia, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see how everything.
I can already tell you, Olivia don't want no smoke with Aneesa.
Nope.
Because Aneesa is rah-rah. Not that she gonna fight, but Aneesa is not scared of confrontation, and Olivia gives me non-confrontational. So I don't see Olivia getting in Aneesa's face talking about why you spread my tea, why you put my business in tea.
Do you guys think that all the teams in that same house are gonna live in separate places? Like one team sleeps in one room, another team sleeps in another room, or do you guys think? Okay.
No, because Paulie and Kyra gonna be together. Colin Boo. It's gonna be a lot. I can see a couple of hookups, Norris and Horacio, but they on the same team. No, I think they're gonna put them in a humongous mansion, and they're gonna live it like any other season.
I just hope that they give them a lot of alcohol.
Yeah,
because that's the one thing that would really get the fight started.
I agree. And we're seeing a lot of drinks thrown in people's faces, and
Exactly. That's what they truly need for the season.
Now I want to go back to a couple of comments before I forget. Do you all want to see a redemption house this season?
yes.
No.
Well,
All of these 40 damn people, that's enough
Right.
redemption.
Go
I
home.
would like it to see. I would like, not, let me rephrase it, not a house, but I would like it if the person who won, who won the challenge, daily challenge or whatever, if they got into elimination and got sent home, I would like it if they said, I would like a second chance, like a power or whatever, and they get to do it again with the other person, and if they win, then the other person goes home.
I don't need to see
No,
that.
because if
They
you
can
win
come back
the
on
daily
another
challenge,
season and get the redemption.
if you win the daily, you wouldn't be in elimination. I don't want to see redemption. 40 people is a lot of people. And when you have a redemption house, you also have to have the redemption house storyline.
True.
And I want to
yeah.
stay with the main house storyline.
I don't want it to be like another season 39 where it's like 4 months long.
Exactly. I'm trying to watch a challenge season, not Big Brother.
Right. 2 months is enough. I agree. This would be a perfect season for a skull. Another thing I was thinking, if they don't do skulls, I would like to see shields, where at least if you go in elimination, you can have a shield to not have to go into the next elimination.
All I gotta say is there better not be no hopper where TJ pulls the names out of the thing. Because he does. I think
a way for production to rig it for their favorites. They gonna want Bananas to stay a while. They gonna want CT and Cara to stay a while. There's always gonna be a little bit of rigging going on.
Yep.
Now I agree, Miguel. He said if there's a redemption house, there's production influence. I agree. That's why I don't want to see a redemption house. If you eliminate it, you eliminate it. Cross your fingers for 41. That's all I can say.
Exactly.
Now we're gonna skip through a little bit and go back and forth. Let's start with the first question. Somebody asked it in the chat. They asked who our favorite female is, or who do we think from the women would be the women's winner pick. So let's start with the women. Out of all the acts, who is your winner pick for the women?
So wait, are we like for this one? Who would be my winner pick?
No, it's for all of them. I'm gonna keep scrolling through. Oh Lord.
I would say, okay. I would say I'm gonna predict. I'm gonna predict for my female winner pick. I'm gonna say Laurel.
Okay, for me, I'm gonna try and be as realistic as possible. I'm gonna say either Jenny, Rachel, or maybe Cara. But
yeah,
Cara is dicey.
I could see Cara winning.
I can't really, because as we just saw on 39, if you throw a puzzle her way, she's going home.
Oh God, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And the same with Laura, because every single season that she's been on recently, she's lost every elimination.
Yeah.
I think this is a good season for Rachel. Now, we don't know what Rachel gonna do yet. We got to wait till next month, All-Stars 4. But I think Rachel is a physical. When it comes to the physical, she's in the lead with Jenny. I think Jenny is gonna be so hard to eliminate. It don't matter how many times you might want to throw her into elimination. I think it's hard. It's going to be hard to eliminate her. So I would agree between Rachel and Jenny.
How do you guys think Jody's going to do on the daily challenges and eliminations if she ever gets sent?
Oh, okay. She's not making it far.
On this team right here, Jody is first boot.
Exactly. Like, there's a lot of
Tina, but Jody is second if it ain't Tina. So I don't see Jody making it that
Jody will be second if Tina don't quit again.
If Jody can't make it on the World Championship, she's not making it here.
Jenny doesn't have many connections, but I can see Jenny going in every elimination and winning as long as she don't throw it again.
Yep.
Exactly. Because
what elimination did she throw? I don't remember.
You know,
the hall brawl.
So like she threw that hall brawl to
yeah.
But what I've seen and remembered from Jenny's past seasons is that she's a really likable person inside of the house. So I feel like she'll have the social game on lock. She's also has strength and she's also good with puzzles. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Is Jeannie good at puzzles? I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I think Jenny started before they did all that puzzle heavy for Devin stuff. So I don't know. But let's do the same thing for the men. I see y'all in the chat talking about is CT or Bananas. I don't necessarily agree.
No.
Absolutely not. Well, I do agree on CT because
Yeah, I agree for CT as well. But if I had to choose a men winner, God, I don't know. I would. I don't know, honestly. But if we go back, yeah.
Andrew said it before I could. I'm telling you, I'm looking at Act 4. Theo, Horacio, or Colin could win this. And if Paulie get his endurance together, he could take it too.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
Horacio has made it to not every single final because he just went on last season, but he was the threat to make it to the final last season because everybody felt like he would win, and he got eliminated from the first final that he was in.
Yeah,
Everybody
he got
knows that he's
eliminated
just
by
trying to protect
Nerys. He got eliminated by Nerys.
Yeah, but if he makes it to a final, then we're actually going to be able to see how he does on his own.
And Theo is the runner. And I want it to be individual because I feel like Theo got held back with Sarah Lucina, even though they said he twisted something, his knee or something. Somebody twisted something. But Theo is a runner. And I feel like if it's individual, Theo won't be gone.
Mm-hmm.
I will put my money. I'm putting my money on Act 4 for the men. Any one of them except for Josh could win this.
Yeah.
Now, some people saying if Jordan is there, Jordan would take it. I would agree with that as well.
Mm-hmm.
I could agree with that. Horacio is not as good in the puzzles, but he has time to work on that. His girlfriend, Nerys, going to help him out on getting his puzzle game together. Not Dabu trolling in the chat.
No. I don't want to see another Devin win. No.
Devin, I can tell you right now who's not going to win, and that's Devin.
I agree.
Is not in the kind of shape that this cast is in. And the only way Devin wins is if this season Zuda dropped. The only way Devin can win is if this season looks like all the eliminations from 39 and it's just puzzle. Yeah. It's no way.
Yeah.
Right. Devin is not making a final.
Nope.
His team, let's look at his team again. Who's on Devin's team? If this team has to throw somebody into elimination,
if they're smart enough,
Devin goes in first.
Yeah, if they're smart enough, they would throw in Devin and Tori.
Right. The only vacation crew here is them. So if this is a team thing, Devin and Tori is in bad shape.
Yeah, and they won Ride or Dies together.
Yeah, they did. I feel like even if this is a season thing, it's not that many of the vacation crew here for them to run the game. Yeah. Like the vacation crew might be in trouble this season. Because it's only Devin, Tori, Josh. Josh isn't winning anything. Nope. They might claim Bananas, but Bananas has too many other friends to be worried about the vacation crew. Anissa, what is Anissa gonna win?
Yeah.
So, not cancel the damn thing. What do we think about them filming in Vietnam? I don't feel any way negative about it. I don't know if people are feeling some kind of way because of Vietnam. I'm interested in seeing the scenery because I did see in the comments that this should be a very beautiful location. I'm interested in seeing, them be a part of the culture. I'm happy. I said this the other night. I'm happy that the challenge is still going to different locations and not just we in Fiji every season.
Yeah.
I'm happy they are still scouting new locations and going to new locations every season. So I'm happy to see it in Vietnam. How you feel about it?
I feel the same way, honestly. I feel like I like how they're going to different places and not, like you said, just staying in Fiji all the time.
I want to go back to this comment because I would like to see Hunter here. Go ahead and bring the homeboys back together.
I don't.
That would.
Oh, if Hunter comes back, I'm telling you right now, he's gonna go after Amanda so bad because Ashley and Amanda are so close. He's probably still mad at Ashley because he said he's never gonna forgive her, so he's probably gonna go after Amanda next.
Especially
Amanda was gonna go home early anyway.
Yeah.
truthfully, I would like to see, instead of Avery being on this team, I would like to see Kayla. And then I would like to see Hunter as well, because they're always going to provide a show, those two.
What about Sylvia? What about
Sylvia
Sylvia?
to stay home.
Yeah, she just had a baby.
But
I saw
truthfully
they
thinking,
said Cam, Sylvia, and Jenna all had their babies on the exact same day.
That's crazy.
that's incredible.
That's,
It is when you think
that's
about
incredible.
it. That's kind of amazing because the exact same day, and all of you all came from the challenge. I wish Cam, wasn't on maternity leave and she could filled in for Act 3.
Yeah, they could. If Cam was here, I would like to see Cam and Leroy on the same team.
Yeah, we're gonna see them on the same team on All Stars 4. But
Yeah.
I like this idea, Dabu. I want to see Hunter back. I would like to see, this is really off topic, but we all know Nelson just went through with his foot amputation. I would like to see Nelson have an opportunity back.
Yeah.
Because all of the good prosthetics, and Nelson is an influencer, so I'm sure they're going to get him the best of the best prosthetics. He can come back and do this. They let old girl do it on Survivor. He can do it over here on the challenge, and I really want to see it.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. But as far as this act goes and this team goes, now that I look at it, it's probably going to be really annoying.
Yeah.
Because we have Tori and Devin together. The last time they was together, they was annoying as hell. Corey is going to be talking about his 5 kids every other episode, and then Tony is going to be talking about his 3 kids every other episode.
Amanda's gonna be talking about her son a lot.
And then
there are a lot of parents on this team.
Leroy is gonna be talking about how he's gonna do the show he's doing the show for Cam and his baby.
You know what? Now that I think about it, and I'm hoping it's not the case, but I'm just thinking about Chauncey. Like, Cam just had that baby 2 weeks ago. I don't want Leroy to fly out there and be like, "Oh, I miss my family. I'm out." I could see Leroy kind of not. I'm hoping not, because Leroy and Chauncey are 2 different people. Leroy is a challenge staple. He knows the deal, where Chauncey is new to the game. But I'm sure Leroy is really going to be missing that baby out there, because Cam just had that baby.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I agree.
What other comments did I see? I'm sorry if I'm skipping through, because like I said, I want to stick to an hour, and I kind of put stars by the ones that had questions, and now I can't find the stars. If y'all had a question, put it back at the bottom. I'm sorry. I can't find.
Who are your top 3 boots that you would like to see go immediately? Like top 3 first boots.
Devin.
Yeah, for me, I would say Devin, Tori, and who was on slide 1 again? Because I know there's someone on slide 1 that I like to see go. Oh, and Jody.
I'm cool. I'm cool with everybody on slide 1. If I had to pick 3 people to go, only because I don't know you, girlfriend. I know y'all said not too much, but I don't know this Aviv person. So she could go. Avery could go.
What about Tori and Devin? Would you want them to go?
I actually don't want Tori and Devin to go, because I feel like they finally have competition this season, and I want to see how far they can do, and if they could play this masterful, I'm the face of the challenge type of game with all of these strong people here. I don't really. Olivia could go. I want to see Michelle go into elimination and go home. I want to see Laurel kind of call her different colors of clothing all season. Laurel does that. Laurel, I know you already out there in Vietnam and you probably can't watch YouTube, but through the atmosphere, I'm telling you, all season, call Michelle different colors of clothing. Just all season. I would never say her name. Never say her name. That's what I want to see. And KC could go. Cause
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He correct me. Didn't we have a whole challenge chat congratulating Casey and Nani on being pregnant, and Casey was the carrier?
No, I think it was when they got engaged.
No, I could have sworn, or is Nani? Maybe Nani is pregnant.
I don't know, but I swear I swear I thought one of them was
I'm
pregnant.
about to Google right now.
I thought one of them was pregnant.
And KC, I gotta spell her name in Google so they'll pick the right KC. Right, Nani and KC pregnant. Let me see.
Wait a minute.
Maybe they were planning. They're saying now they're planning for a baby. Okay. All right. I know. I was wrong on that live. I could have swore the live said they were pregnant. Maybe they were trying to get pregnant. And obviously they are not because Casey is out there. Yeah. Okay. Lord, they said she gonna call her Nicole again.
Yes, I remember that. I actually died laughing on the reunion when she was talking to Callum and she said something like, "All right, Nicole," and then she went, "Oh," and everyone was like, "Oh," yeah, that was hilarious.
Now, see, y'all done came over here calling Aneesa the ankle. The ankle is old girl from Big Brother who was on that scooter all season. That's who I call the ankle.
Yeah. And that ankle girl faked her injury, apparently.
On Big Brother, that's what they said.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. I don't think Casey would be there. Right, that's what I'm saying. I had to have the story wrong because I could have swore that's what the story said. You know, I pray that that was a true fact, and maybe it's no longer a pregnancy. Like, I'm hoping it was nothing like that. Or maybe, bloggers could just be out there lying. You never know. Now, what you say, Taj? I don't do Aneesa like that. She's injured a lot of things besides her ankle. Right. Aneesa has twisted her knee, her shoulder. When I say the ankle, I'm talking about old girl from Big Brother.
Yeah.
I don't even remember her name because I call her the ankle so much. But since we talked about the people we wanted to see gone, name 2 or 3 people that you would have loved to see included in this that you don't see right now. You can put it in the chat too.
I would have loved.
Let's do era by. Let's do act by act. So in Act 1, is there any 1 or 2 people in Act 1 that you would have liked to see included?
Yes, I would have liked to see Veronica.
Nah, we already getting ready to see Veronica.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Mike the Miz on Act 1?
He would have been in Act 1.
I would have loved to see him back on.
I would have loved for him because I'm not into wrestling, so he could be a really big deal. But I feel like maybe he could have came back and did a season 40 kind of special.
Yeah,
absolutely. For me,
Landon is a good one.
That's true.
Landon Act 1.
Wes, what about
Wes? Act 2.
Right, Act 1. Coral, that's the one for Act 1.
Yes, for sure.
That's who I was thinking. For my woman, I would want it to be Coral, and for my man, I know that Shane wouldn't return, but I would want Shane. And then
Shane is Act 1. I don't think Shane is Act 1.
Truthfully, I don't even know. I just know that he was on the Real World season with Darrell.
Well, he could have been Act 1. My
That's
memory.
what I'm saying. I don't know.
Evelyn as well, but is Evelyn Act 1? I think she falls in Act 2.
Who would you like to see, Angie?
I would have liked to see Coral. We could have swapped Coral for Jody. And Mel, I kind of like Landon. I know there's a couple of people that will never be asked back. But or even somebody like Tech. I would like to see what Tech can do on a whole season and not a mini all-star season.
Yeah, you know who I would like to see back again? Ronnie. I would like to see Ronnie back because when she was on All Stars, she really proved herself. I would like to see her back.
They said Shane is Act 1. Well, Shane, you shouldn't have been running your mouth. Let's go over to Act 2. Anybody from Act 2 you wish was here?
Kayla.
Is Kayla Act 2? I thought Kayla was Act 2.
Kayla's Act 3.
Oh, she's Act 3? Oh, Lord.
Yeah. I would like to see
Evelyn would fit here. I would like Evelyn to come back.
Jemmy? Is Jemmy Act 2?
No. She would be 3. Guys, it's a lot of guys I would have liked to see switched out. Maybe Marlon, or is Marlon Act 3?
Act 3. I'll probably say Landon if Landon isn't.
Oh, I know who I would like to see. I would like to see Sarah back on the charge.
Kohutta is a good one. We haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, but isn't that the one that Cara kept saying, oh, cousin, too?
No, that was her cousin, Jamie.
Oh.
Because that was on Bloodlines. So that was her cousin.
It's Sarah. Sarah, the one that Johnny Banana stole the money from. I would like to see
her ever coming back.
I know, but it would be so cool if she came back. If her and Johnny were a partner, she won the money by herself and stole the money from him. I think that would be cool.
But this would have been a great season for Sarah to come back if she wanted to. To me, I would have loved to see Wes play with 40 people just to see how he would maneuver with all of those people in the house. But Wes is on a break. Or didn't Wes say he retired? But we really don't believe him, do we?
No.
Yeah, the amount of people that retire from the show and then come back.
Right, because Leroy just retired. He said,
Yeah, they either retire or they go on to different shows.
Right here, I would have loved to see the Homeboy Alliance, and I would have loved to see Ashley from the Lavender Ladies.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have a few people from Act 3. I would like to see Marlon. I would like to see Frank. I would like to see Ashley, Hunter, Kayla. Just a few people.
They could have recast a lot because Janae ain't had to come back. Avery,
right.
I do like they have Naya there, but I feel like they could have recast. A little bit.
I'm on Twitter. I'm on X right now, and I just saw some thing right now. People are saying that Amanda and Cara are gonna make up and be friends.
Most likely.
I didn't know they ever fell out. Oh, they did because she said, "I hope your horse die." I remember that now.
Yeah.
Teresa, we haven't seen Teresa in a while, but Teresa retired too, and she's pregnant a lot, I think.
Yeah.
Alton,
I don't need to see Alton. We saw him on All Stars 1.
We saw him on All Stars, and then he was making out with Hisella, and then he had a girlfriend the whole time. And
I would love to see Hisella back. I would love to see Hisella back.
I would, honestly.
On All Stars, not over here.
Lord.
Not over here.
You know, guys, do you guys think she would do good over here?
No.
No, she didn't hardly do good on All Stars, if we telling the truth. But I ain't gonna put too much on her. Oh, Act 4. Act 4, I feel like they got Act 4.
Oh, I already know who I would like to see in Act 4, but she said she wasn't coming back.
Who?
Davon.
Davon would have been Act 3, I think.
He was on War of the Worlds.
She was with
1. Yeah. She would have been with Polly.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Davon gave us. She said no. Mm-mm. I feel like they could have swapped somebody out for Josh. What's up with Fessy?
I don't even know. They put him as an
Apparently, he's an
alternate.
alternate.
I don't even know why they
I
put
heard
him
he
as.
was an alternate. I did. Now this one, I agree. I know Michaela has to
Yeah.
work, and she never really can do the main show. But Michaela would have been perfect. I would have loved Natalie come back. I want Natalie Anderson to come back. Kels,
Yeah, Natalie would be fine, but Ninja Natalie, no. I stopped liking Ninja Natalie after the way she treated Turbo on that challenge.
yeah, but Turbo has treated, Turbo has had his misunderstandings as well. I would like to see Rogan D, Georgia. I like that whole UK clique with Kyle.
But here's what. Oh, what
Oh.
happened? What happened?
No clue. But the show must go on.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. I hit the wrong button on my mouse. Um, I want to see Kyle come back as well.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I would like to see.
But here's the thing, Vontae, if I'm saying your name right, I don't think D and Georgia are gonna come back because of what has been going on lately. People were saying, I've been seeing rumors that Georgia was gonna come back, but I really don't want her to come back.
I'm just gonna say this. Old girl in the center of this clip put chocolate all over her face. That was Emily, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
absolutely,
Put
Emily.
chocolate all over her face and stepped to her man like, "Hey, surprise! You like this?" And we all know how bad blackface is. Now,
Yeah, same thing.
I forgave Emily because she was. I don't want to call her ignorant, but in that moment, she was very ignorant and unaware.
Yeah, see, but Georgia, I don't know because when she did it, she said she was at like a kid's birthday party, and the kid, because I saw, and the kid asked her to paint her face black. So I don't know if she did it being stupid and knew what she was doing, or did it just for the kid.
I didn't even know. I heard Georgia did something like that, but Georgia did that before she even came on the show, so they were aware of what Georgia had done before they even
Exactly.
cast her.
Yeah.
So, I'm willing to give people understanding if it's like, okay, now you do better. So they give Emily a second chance. They gave Jordan a second chance. They gave Naya a second chance. They pick and choose who they want to give grace to, and that's what I don't like.
Well, we already know Camilla
Exactly.
ain't coming back at all.
Well, nobody's talking about
Oh, and
that.
she don't need to. And she doesn't need
But
to.
truthfully, out of everybody who I would want to see for Act 4, I would want to see D. They need to unban D. Because one thing about D, every season that she was on, she was always going to fight people, always going to use strategy. She was winning competitions, winning eliminations, and she was always talking shit. Like, I need to see that back on the challenge. This was the season for her to come back.
Yep.
I did like D because one thing about D, I'm gonna stop sharing this because we done seen all the pictures. One thing I like about D, she's kind of like an old school challenger where she gonna make sure you entertained as well. She's gonna make sure
Exactly.
Like
one thing about her, she was going to make sure that she was going to make the final, but she was also going to have a nice storyline to go along with it. Every season that she was on.
You right, Dabu. They did give Ashley a second chance because she was slightly a little bit racist over there on the Real World. Because she done called Corey. What she tell Corey? I could buy you. My family could buy you. So maybe that's why they won't give Ashley a second or third chance. Just like, girl, you done used all your chances. I don't know. I didn't know Theo made transphobic comments. I don't follow him. And I did say that was a goal of mine to follow everybody that will be on the cast so I can make sure I have all of the tea at all times. But I will follow Theo. And I mean, shame on him. I'm not here for anybody downgraded anybody's race, sex, any of that, religion. But sometimes when you think of Act 1, Act 2, people have done things and they've learned from them and they've allowed people to come back. Where I feel like the people in Act 3 and Act 4, they aren't given the same grace. And that's what I don't like.
I agree.
I like this Natalie too. I don't have any. I wouldn't mind seeing her come back.
But she had attitude on her last time when she World War Ones when Maddie called out her into elimination. She's like, "Oh, you guys are scared of me, and I'm the shortest girl. That's why you called me because you wanted to pick on me, and I'm the smallest girl." Like,
I kind of love that. She was going to be entertaining.
Hold up. Dabu, what you not gonna do is start mess in the chat. We drag Michelle and then we let it go. And you gonna tell him that we drag Michelle, but you didn't say the nice stuff I said about Michelle because I did say something nice about her as well.
They're dragging Michelle crazy.
Don't do that. But this is a great starter conversation. Like I said, Survivor comes on tonight. Survivor is on now, so I know a lot of people want to go watch. I'm going to do so myself. The Survivor review will be tomorrow night, but I'm also doing Love is Blind with the Oscar fashions tomorrow night with Ebby as well, so look out for that. But make sure you tell it all, Dabu. Don't just be saying the messy stuff that I said. Say the nice stuff I said about Michelle too. But you all know, season 40 is just started. We're going to have a lot of rumors and gossip come out while they're filming. We will be talking about this again. So,
yeah,
no worries. But I did say I was going to cut this at an hour. So, I want everyone to enjoy Survivor so we could talk about that tomorrow.
Yep.
Traders is Friday night. Please come back for that. I'm going to try to ask a few more people to come on the panel so we can wrap up Traders.
Yep.
And with all that being said, thank you all, Jamika and Zuda, coming up, sharing your opinion with me. Thank you all for liking the video and sharing my content. I really appreciate that. And if you're new, come on over here and hit subscribe so we can have a good time with All-Star Score and Season 40. All right. And with that, let's just go over and be messy on Twitter now. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye. Have a good night.